Okay, you'll see in this example we have 3 equations and 3 unknowns, but you'll notice that it is not cleaned out under the stairs like the last one was. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do some math to get to the point where we can do the reverse substitution that we just did. Okay? And there is a process here. We're going to use elimination 3 times in this process. Elimination that we learned last week. Our first goal is to eliminate the top term under the stairs. That 2a right there that is circled. In order to eliminate that term, you must use the second equation and one of the other 2. It doesn't matter. Whichever one you want. So, I'm going to go over to the side, behind the curtain, on the workbench, where nobody can see, where I'm doing my little fixing, and sloppy work. And I'm going to take the second equation and the third equation, because I can see that my 2a's have the same coefficient lined up. I'm going to write them down. These problems take a lot of space, by the way. So I have equation 2, and I'm subtracting equation 3. And when I subtract them, I get b plus 2c equals 3. I have eliminated the a term. Using the process we learned last week. That equation right there becomes our new second equation. The 2a has been eliminated, and you can see that in our process to clean out under the stairs, we have now cleaned out 1/3 of the mess. The first and third equations did not change at all. The only thing that changed was the second one. In that first move, you must use the second equation, but you have a choice as to whether you use the first or the third equation when eliminating that a. Now, we are going to eliminate the other a term that is under the stairs, and that is the 2a that I have circled. You do not have a choice here. You must use the first and third equations. You have to. Because the second one has no a, so it's not going to help you. So it looks to me like to get the a coefficients to be the same, I am going to have to multiply equation 1 by 2 and not touch the third equation. So my plan is to multiply equation 1 by 2 and subtract equation 3. When I subtract, I get b plus 3c equals -2. I have eliminated another a. That new equation becomes our third equation over on the left side. You can see that in our quest to clean out from under the stairs, we are now 2/3 done. Okay, now, I got to move to another slide because I'm running out of room. We're sitting here. There's our under the stairs. The only thing left to get rid of is the B. Again, you do not have a choice here. You have to use the second and third equations. If you use the first equation, you will bring an A back into the picture. And we can't have an A back into the picture because we're going to replace the third equation here. And if we bring an A back in, that'll go under the stairs. And we don't want that. So our plan, since our B's are lined up, they already have 1 coefficients, is to just subtract them. We're going to take equation 2 minus equation 3 because they already have 1 coefficients. And if I subtract straight down, I get negative C equals 5. And that becomes our new third equation. And under the stairs is spotless. We now have a problem like the first example we did where we can back substitute. That was the goal of all this elimination, to get to this point. If I have negative C equals 5, that means that C equals negative 5, simply dividing the negative 1 over to the other side. If I put negative 5 into the second equation, I get B plus, or B minus 10 equals 3. Add the 10 to the other side, and so then B equals 13. If I put both of those into the top equation, I get, so there's your answer, negative 8, 13, negative 5. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the key points here. In the first step, we're trying to eliminate that 2a that's circled. You must use the second equation. You have a choice of using the first or the third. In the second step, you have to use the first and third equations. You do not have a choice. In the third step, you have to use the second and third equations. You do not have a choice. After that, you should be clear under the stairs, and then you can do the reverse substitution to solve the answer. After you have an answer you feel is correct, you can check it in any of the equations on the entire page. You can check your answer in any of those, and it should work.